What is going on? I'm zmoT. Should be coming to you live with a dev build sneak peek for the Mega Crab right now, but the dev build kept crashing on me, and it's the last week of school. My wife's a teacher. I have 3 kids in school, so this week is insane. We're going to do Gear Heart, but first I'm going to show you the bonuses for the Life Leech Mega Crab. Now, this list is from last Mega Crab. This is from the Life Leech in 2020. What they've done is this exact same format, which everyone got to like stage 300 or something ridiculous like that, and they've added more boosts. So don't just follow this chart. There is one more down below, stage 60 and beyond. There is 250% Life Leech. So that Mega Crab, this Mega Crab, I should say, that's lurking under the water right there, is going to be even crazier than the last one. Do consider subscribing for more details on this crab, but for now, let's focus on Gearheart and get all sorts of stuff done on this one. So, really, we need to get rid of these 2 rocket launchers. This is the exact same format, exact same layout that we have when we need to unlock Gearheart for the very, very first time. So we're just going to drop Everspark right in there. And just walk her all nice and cautiously and safely right into here. And then we've already damaged that close rocket, so we're going to flare the far rocket. That is super, super critical. I assume all of you understand how marking works and how Everspark picks her targets and all that sort of stuff. But if you don't, please hit me up in the comments, because without it, you're going to be absolutely lost and confused, and it's not going to be super duper awesome. So down go those rockets. Next up, we are going to throw all sorts of damage onto this laser right here and this shock blaster right here, because really we need to get rid of those. Now, the shore is a super, super easy walk, so we're just going to keep hacking things, because as of the moment, this looks fairly straightforward, but we've got 4 more attacks. So this is one that you should be able to beat as an XP37, possibly even as an XP35. 35's going to be more difficult for sure, because he won't have the universal remote, but with 2 smokes we can get over in there. Oh, I thought she was going to pop out for certain, and then she's going to hack that rocket launcher right there. Then we should be good. And as soon as that hot pot pops up, I'm going to throw all of my gunboat energy on it, because that's going to be the hardest part for low levels, is getting that hot pot down. So now that the hot pot has popped up, we're just going to retreat. I'm going to come in with 1 more attack, and we are going to use Everspark just so that we can do something with the hot pot. That hot pot is going to cause low levels fits. So what we're going to do is we are going to hack, say, that cannon right there, throw another smoke, and as soon as that hot pot pops up, we are only hacking this cannon so that we can get rid of that hot pot, because hot pots frankly suck, and having to deal with 2 hot pots, 1 on each side of our troops, would not be super duper awesome. So just throwing that barrage all over that hot pot, hopefully getting it down before it goes down, and now we should be golden. That hot pot at the back is going to be a bit of a problem, but what we can do is just get into that neighborhood, clear all that stuff, and then get the heck out of the way. So we got 2 attacks left. I think nothing ranges this shore, so we should just be able to throw 1 smoke right there and then just drop all of our troops into it. We're going to lose a couple troops on the way. Those snipers probably going to take out some troops, but don't really care, because just losing 1 or 2 troops, not the end of the world. So just trying to keep the smokes ahead of our ladies here, and then we're going to pop right into there. Now, it's going to be, this is the dangerous bit. That hot pot is going to pop up. It's going to try and shoot us in the face. I'm going to live a little bit dangerously. I'm going to throw my shock right about now, trying to get the hot pot before it flames, and I got it too late. So, was trying my darndest to get that hot pot after it popped up, but before it flamed, and it did not work. Also, I missed the shock on that shock blaster. So this attack is going absolutely nowhere fast. At least we managed to get rid of the hot pot and the laser, but my oh my, that was not super awesome at all. So when you're shocking these things, you need to pay attention. I did not pay attention. Notice there's 2 squares between the shock blaster and the laser, and there's only 1 between the hot pot and the laser. So you need to put your shock slightly south of center We should still be golden, though. We've got lots and lots of diamonds, all thanks to being in Infant 9. Infant 9, any of our task forces giving tons and tons of free diamonds every single day. If you're not in a task force that you get diamonds in every day, please consider joining one of our task forces, because you should be getting somewhere between 22 and 29 diamonds every single day simply by doing one simple attack and contributing a little bit of intel. That's all it takes. Most days in our task forces, you don't even have to attack because we're just absolutely crushing some low-level operations. But nonetheless, let's get rid of that cannon right there so our troops don't target it. And now we're going to shock over in here, and we're going to throw one more shock, just because we really, really want to keep Everspark alive. And if you're wondering why I got rid of that cannon, same thing. It's that same targeting mechanism. Troops are going to target the most damaged building, and we don't want all of our zookas firing on a cannon that's 99.9% dead. So at this point, should be very, very easy finish. Speaking more about that Life Leech Mega Crab, just a reminder that it's all about health and damage. The more damage you do, the more health you get back, but do be aware that you can't trust the numbers on Scorchers. Scorchers do a certain DPS, damage per second, and we don't get all of that back in healing, simply because some of it's done in the 5 seconds after they're actually touching the buildings. And so if you're wondering how much health your Scorchers are going to bring back, don't look at the full details, just look at the damage they do directly. That's all you're going to get credit for when it comes to Life Leech. And I know a lot of people are going to be using Scorchers for this Mega Crab, but do be aware that Scorchers spend a lot of time roaming between targets, so they're not going to be healing nearly as much as something that's going to be attacking consistently. Tanks, bullet, all that sort of stuff. Now, bullet is going to be ridiculous with 250% healing. That is going to be insane. Now, all of a sudden, in this Mega Crab, bullet goes from using his energy drink to taunt being the ability of choice. So just a reminder, once you start getting past stage 20 or 30, switch bullet over to taunt and you're going to have a good time. Not going to talk about the Life Leech Mega Crab a ton this time, just simply because there's no need to. I screwed up on the dev build and timing and life and all that sort of stuff. So typically today I would be releasing 2 videos. There was simply not the time for that. We're going to pause, come back with a second attack of a max level sort back in just a moment. Now, speaking of Scorchers, I'm a little bit tempted to just attack this using 16 Scorchers because there's only a couple cannons over here. Should be able to do that, but what I'm going to do instead is we're going to go with one of my favorite layouts, and that is Scorcher with all sorts of bombardiers in behind it. That way we get the frontal power and the rear power. And then I'm going to throw something. Let's throw some cryos in there just for some silliness. We can pretend we have some stunners of sorts. The cryos are going to do absolutely nothing, and it's not going to go terribly, terribly well, but I'm just going to do it because I think it's going to be ridiculous. Now, if you're wondering why the heck I'm not using all Scorchers, it's because I'm trying to do something silly, and we're going to drop our Scorchers on the outside. That way our Scorchers get underneath that smoke before that rocket launcher sees them. Turns out it wasn't going to see them anyways. And then we are just going to go 1 and 2 into the back corner, hoping to get all of our troops in there alive somehow, some way, and of course it did not happen. We're going to throw this in here and this over in here, and then just shocking some things, hoping that Bullet and the gang gets out front. And this is going to be full-on ridiculous mode, but that is fully okay with me. Scorchers are doing some burning, the cryos are doing some freezing, and then we are going to get all sorts of damage from those bombardiers in behind. Bullet, with his energy drink, can hopefully get back out front, and at this point, all we need to do is hope that laser does not shoot through something that is going to hit our bombardiers, and we should be able to finish this off using Shaq's well-known Icy Cool. This is full-on ridiculous mode, but max levels, ridiculous is the way to go. If you've never tried stupid combos against War Factory, this is a great opportunity to do so, because as you can see here, we are just burning through all of the things, burning and freezing our way through all of the things. And once all of our Scorchers have exploded, which I am fully expecting them to, our Bombardiers should be in a safe spot to be able to take down all of this stuff from outside of the range of those far right-hand side rocket launchers. So let me know what you think about this War Factory, if you took it down for the first time, which troops you decided to use, and which troops you're looking forward to using for the Life Leech Mega Crab. Scorchers and tanks are going to be interesting. Realistically, I think it's going to be primarily tanks, though. On the last Life Leech, Scorchers did not do super duper well simply because they roamed like crazy people. But on the plus side, that we now have 16 of them, which is going to make things very, very interesting. Now, we've still got 5 Bombardiers. They are going to take this down. This is going to be a solo, but I am not going to force you to endure watching all the way to the end. So do consider throwing your name onto this channel end screen by joining my Patreon. Otherwise, join our task force group. And third but not least, do consider throwing code zmoT into your Brawl Stars, into your Boom Beach, into all Supercell games. I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm zmoT. Peace!